Hi and good morning. Today is the 26th of April 2017 and we are continuing with the Songs of Songs, and today we are on verse 4, which says, that is the second chapter, verse 4. It says this: "Let him lead me to the banquet hall, and let his banner over me be love." Yesterday I had an exam and I went and completed the exam just about lunchtime. We had started at 10 and we were finished at 1, and I was hungry. You know, some people say I was starving. No, I wasn't starving, but I was hungry and I needed some food. Now my partner told me, why not take you to this buffet place where you have all you can eat? And I'm thinking, it's 1 o'clock. If I eat as much as I want, I'll be very tired. I wouldn't even be wanting to go shopping, but I was hungry. Then I said to him, why don't we just go to a simple fish and chips place and eat just some bits of chips? But he was like, oh, we are out here now, and why don't we just have a day out today and just go and have all you can eat, and we can enjoy the experiences of different foods from different places in the world. And yes, we went into this place and it was beautiful, wonderful place, but I was overwhelmed by the sheer amount of food. There were so much. The choices were too many of them, and I was like almost full before I started eating. I sampled a few, but by the time I went for the seconds, I couldn't take any more. I was full. Now, why am I telling you this story? It's because sometimes when we are invited to the banqueting table or banqueting house, to a party, we have these high expectations and we have this open mind that we are going to eat as much as we can. We are going to enjoy as much as we can. But we are driven there by different reasons. And when we go there, we still have to practice some disciplines or some character behavior, because if I go there and eat all I can eat without really having self-control, then I will overindulge and I wouldn't be able to move about. By the time I left, I was so full, I just wanted to sit down somewhere and relax until some of the food was digested. Now, God is marvelous in the way He has created our earth, in the way He has created us human beings. It's like He's given us a banqueting space or a banqueting table. We have everything we need, and He has invited us to this banqueting place. The very day He created us, the very day we were born on this face of the earth, He gave us everything that we can have. But remember this: we need to be able to take care of that He has given us. And we need to be able to have self-control, not to overindulge, because when we overindulge, then we limit ourselves in how much we can do soon after overindulging. Now, Jesus also invites us back to His banqueting table. He invites us back to His banqueting space. And He says this: yes, I've given you the earth and everything to enjoy and to dominate and to rule over. But remember this: life is limited on earth. There is an extension of this love. There is an extension of this life. And I invite you back to myself so that you can find a place in the eternal banqueting house. And His banner over us is love. It's because He has loved us so much that He wouldn't want us to be ruined here on earth forever, but rather one day when we go back to Him, we will be able to enjoy this banqueting party or this banqueting place that He's given us. Yes, there is a promise that He's going to create mansions and places for us so that we can enjoy and be with Him. In the Middle East, or where the origin story of Jesus comes from, people used to be invited in the house and they would sit around a table and share what they had. They would enjoy the food together and they would have a good time together. And Jesus did have time also to attend some of these parties. Yes, we can enjoy the things that God has given us on this earth. We can go to Him with thankfulness because He is the King of Kings who has arranged this banqueting party, and we can enjoy the goodness that there is. And remember this, his banner over us is love. God has loved us. God has created us in his own image. God has sent Jesus Christ to die for us so that that love is complete. It is complete from the beginning. It will be complete now as you enjoy earth, and it will be complete forever and ever. But for you to come to the banqueting table or to the banqueting house, you have to accept the invitation. So many times when we speak about Christianity and faith and all that, people think it's something strange from somewhere else. But let me say this. There is a party that God has invited you to. He has invited you to be with him forever. But he doesn't force people to be with him. You have a choice. Just like in the book of Deuteronomy, it says you have a choice between life and death. You have a choice between whether you want to spend eternity with God or you just want it to end here. I have chosen to spend eternity with God, and this is by faith. So you are invited today to the banqueting table of the Lord. There is all that you can eat. There is love there. Everything is complete. Will you respond to that call? In the book of the Gospels, there is a parable that Jesus tells of when people were invited to a party and each one of them gave a reason. One said, I'm going to bury my father, I'm going to take care of the farm, I'm going to do A, B, C, D. They gave all the reasons for not attending the party. Do you know what Jesus says? The person who was inviting others to come, indeed, he went to the streets and invited those people that we may count as less to the society, the people we may discriminate against, the people we may think don't have a place in the society. But you are invited just as you are. Will you respond today to come to the banqueting house? His banner over you and me is love. So have a wonderful day. Just remember this. God loves you, and he would be so delighted for you to come back to him and be on the banqueting house with him forever and ever. God bless you. Have a wonderful, blessed day.